I think the first text I sent this morning was to my manager, and I said, "What time is lobby call? Also, help, my bathroom flooded." Hi, I'm Snail Mail, and this is my first for Enemy. I think the first artist I ever fell in love with was probably Paramore. My sister brought me to a Paramore show. I think it was against her will. I was really young. I was like 9, and my parents were like, "You have to bring her with you." And I didn't know that much about the band, but I remember just being captivated and it started like the beginning of a beautiful fanship that has never ended. First band t-shirt might have been like the Beatles. But it also, I think, other than the Beatles, I think I had like a Led Zeppelin tee. I was like, first ever tattoo is right here. A fan hit me up on Instagram and said that if I gave her a guest list spot, she would tattoo me for free, and I thought her art was really cool. So it's like this cyborg woman doing kind of like a stretch, and I have matching ones on both sides. She designed it, but she lives in Toronto, so I think we were in Connecticut when I was just sure that I needed to get another one, and I was like, "Can you draw me another one?" And got it from a tattoo artist, which is, you know. I think the first text I sent this morning was to my manager, and I said, "What time is lobby call? Also, help, my bathroom flooded." It's been a day. It's been a day. When I checked in, I smelled this smell, and I couldn't quite figure out why it was really bothering me. And I think I'm realizing it might be a pattern, because they snaked the drain, but the shower overflowed so quickly, like out into the carpet, that I'm sure it happened to the person before, and that's where the smell in the room came from. Because it was immediate. I turned on the shower, and all of a sudden there was water just pouring out. Everything's soaked. But we ride. When I was little, I always made all my friends try to play the other instruments that I had in my basement so that we could be a band. But I think the church band might have been the first band I was ever in, but hard to say. I was always trying and failing to create bands with the neighborhood kids. The first actual band that ever did anything or put anything out, I guess, was me and Alex in my band. Had our own little two-piece situation, and nothing ever came of it. We were called Snail Mail, though, which is interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever actually said that before, but it was Snail Mail, M-A-L-E. And I guess that's technically the origin of the band name. First ever gig was Hilary Duff at First Mariner Arena, which is now called Royal Farms Arena, and I was 5 years old. My favorite part about it was that I vividly remember halfway through the set she got a chair because she was tired. And then did the rest of the set from the chair. I was like, yup. I thought that was cool. She earned that chair. Who deserves that chair more than Hilary Duff? Snail Mail was a tried and true DIY band. We played house shows for a little while before things started to pick up. It was pretty quick from 1 to 2. I think the first ever Snail Mail show, I played a couple solo, maybe 3 or 4, and then actually I had a friend who was booking this festival or had something to do with the gathering of the lineup, and her band was playing, and I was like, cool. I just had mentioned offhand that I wanted to go, and she was just like, you guys should play, and I was like, guys, because I had some songs on Bandcamp, and I ended up actually putting together a band for the show, and it was great. It was a festival, and since it was already poppin'. We played in front of a lot of people. I do remember my amp had a faulty input and the thing and the washer would fall in all the time. And it happened halfway through the set. But someone came in and saved the day. It was awesome. It was a really rewarding first show. And we already had a lot of those songs, those habit songs. So it was definitely really exciting. It definitely felt like the beginning of something. First time I ever heard one of my songs on the radio, I don't remember it being distinctly exciting. I feel like there was other stuff that was happening that was more personally exciting to me, and I never grew up with a super personal relationship to radio, so I think compared to some of the other stuff that was happening, I was like, but there was a bunch of other stuff that I was really excited about, so I think radio just kind of blended in and went under my radar for a while. But my mom sends me pictures whenever Snail Mail plays on Sirius XM, every time. First thing I'm gonna do after Valentine comes out, I feel like I have something that day that I have to do. I'm trying to think. I wish I could phone a friend. I think I need to go apartment hunting. I'm moving. So it's about to be a very hectic November for me. So the album will come out in the morning, and in the afternoon maybe I'll be doing some apartment hunting.